Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Rudraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. So we are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 25th chapter, titled as The Glories of Devotional Service, text number 3. Here the pastime of Kapila Dev is mentioned in this chapter. Kapila Dev is the reincarnation, is one of the incarnations of Lord Krishna himself, appeared as a son of Devhuti and Kardama Muni to spread the message of Bhakti, Sankhya Yoga. This pastime is being told by Sūta Gosvāmi to Śaunaka Ṛṣi in the Naimisharanya. So Śaunaka Ṛṣi is asking question to Sūta Gosvāmi. He is asking him that can you please narrate us the pastimes of Kapila Dev, who is the Lord Vishnu himself appeared to spread the message of Bhakti Yoga. He appears, whenever the Lord appears, he appears by his internal potency, ātmamāyā. So that means that he is not forced to take birth like we all are forced to take birth according to our karmas. But Bhagavān is not forced to take birth like. Hence, Kapila Dev is appearing, Kapila Dev, who is Bhagavan Krishna himself, appearing as a son of Devhuti and Kardama Muni out of his own sweet will. And the purpose of his appearance is mentioned in the previous shloka, which was second shloka, where he appeared to spread the message of Vedas, Sankhya Yoga. Now further, Śaunaka Ṛṣi is requesting to Sūta Gosvāmi. He is saying, in the next shloka, he is saying, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 25th chapter, 3rd shloka. Yada yada viddate Bhagavān sva-chanda-ātma dadhanasya taniya kirtayani Anukīrtaya. So here Śaunaka Ṛṣi is saying to Sūta Gosvāmi, Yada yada vidhate Bhagavān sva-chanda-ātma ātmamāyā. So he is saying that sva-chanda-ātmamāyā, Lord who appears with self-desire by his own will, sweet will, and with ātmamāyā by his internal potency. Tani me shraddhadhanasya. So he's saying that I want to hear this pastime, Kirtayani Anukīrtaya. I want to hear this wonderful pastime of Bhagavan Kapila Dev. So the translation of the shloka is that Śaunaka Ṛṣi is saying to Sūta Gosvāmi, therefore please precisely describe all the activities and pastimes all the activities and pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full of self-desire and who assumes all these activities by his eternal potency. So, Bhagavan Kapiladev appeared because he wanted to come and spread the message of Bhakti Yoga. So he came by his own internal desire. Krishna came out of his own desire. Nobody forced him to take. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining in the verse. Here we can read from the translation now. Srila Prabhupada is explaining the word Anukīrtaya is very significant in this verse. Anukīrtaya means to follow the description, not to create concocted mental speculation, but to follow the previous acharyas. So Anukīrtaya. Anu means to follow. Kirtaya. Kirtaya means description. So to follow the description which is given by Vedas, by Upanishads, by the sages, by disciplic succession, and not to make something out of your own mind. So Śaunaka Ṛṣi is saying that you have heard this from Sūta Gosvāmi. Sūta Gosvāmi heard Bhagavatam from Sūta Gosvāmi. So Śaunaka Ṛṣi is saying that you have heard from Sūta Gosvāmi, so please tell us that. Śaunaka Ṛṣi requested Sūta Gosvāmi to describe what he had actually heard from his spiritual master Sūta Gosvāmi about the transcendental pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who manifested by his internal potency. Bhagavān, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has no material body, but he can assume any kind of body by his supreme will. So here Srila Prabhupada is explaining that this is all possible because Krishna decided to come and present himself to his devotees. So Krishna comes out of his own sweet will, out of his own desire. He is not forced to appear. So the take-home message is the important points of this verse are Bhagavān, which is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he comes as sva-chanda-ātma, with full of self-desire and free will. Sva-chanda-ātma. We are not sva-chanda. We cannot decide whether we want to take the birth as a human or animal or insect or bird, or we can, for that matter, cannot choose whether I want to be a male or female or black or white or whatever the color, language, country. We can't choose anything because we are forced to take birth according to the laws of karma. But Krishna, when he comes, is sva-chanda-ātma, full of self-desire and free will. ātmamāyā, by Krishna comes by his own internal spiritual potency. Here, you can see that Krishna comes ātmamāyā. The word used is ātmamāyā. Yada yada vidate Bhagavān sva-chanda-ātma ātmamāyā, by his internal potency. And Shraddha-dhanasya, he's saying, I have a complete faith in that and I want to listen. Anukīrtaya, I want to listen this from you, which you have heard from Sūta Gosvāmi. So we should hear from the authorized scripture, from the people who have realized the truth through the Guru, through the Parampara system, and not from somebody who has not realized the truth. So Srila Prabhupada realized Lord Krishna. So we hear Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam from Srila Prabhupada. So the core ideas which are explained in this verse are Śaunaka Ṛṣi is requesting Sūta Gosvāmi to describe the Lord's activities and pastimes as he heard from Sūta Gosvāmi. And we should always be eager to learn about Lord and Lord's devotees' pastimes. Krishna, when he comes, he performs transcendental pastimes. But how does he perform? He performs through his spiritual potency, through his internal potency, ātmamāyā, which means that whatever Krishna does is transcendental. It is not bound by karmic reaction. And Lord, to perform all these pastimes, he does not need a material body. So Krishna, whatever the form he acquires, like multiple incarnations, Matsya avatar, Kurma avatar, all these incarnations, Lord appears, he takes the form out of his own sweet will. And faithful hearing is very important. Shraddha-dhanasya. It is essential that we understand and the pastimes of Lord and glorify the Lord's pastimes. So some of the key insights from this verse are that the word Anukīrtaya, we should faithfully listen to the pastimes of Lord. And we should hear it from authentic sources, not from anybody, but from bona fide spiritual master. Krishna is beyond the material world. Krishna's pastimes, his activities are transcendental. They are not on the material platform. So whatever the activities Krishna performs, they are not bound by karmic reactions. And it is worth we should spend our time in hearing these wonderful pastimes of Lord. So what are the takeaway messages from this verse? 3rd canto, 25th chapter, 3rd shloka. That Lord Krishna Bhagavan's pastimes are not ordinary. They represent divine pastimes out of his own sweet will. Sharing and describing these pastimes, we must adhere to the spiritual originality. We should not come out of it material concoction. And faith and devotion are the central to understanding and internalizing the Lord's transcendental nature and transcendental pastimes. Right? So these are some of the messages from today's verse of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Śaunaka Ṛṣi is requesting Sūta Gosvāmi very humbly that you please tell the pastime which you have heard from your spiritual master, right? And we have to hear with faith and with complete attention. You can ask questions, but it should be in the mood of humility. So in this way, we can hear this pastimes of Kapila Dev, and we'll continue our study of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam tomorrow. Randraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada